Hello there, folks. What's going on? Good to see you. Hello, hello. What's up, RV Winkle? What's up, Satellite Sun? Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Little, little anxious at the moment, and I suppose I will share why. Those of you, if anyone was here like extra early on time, you might have noticed that I started the stream and then stopped it and then restarted it. Had a little bit of an internet drop when I first started, so that makes me filled with anxiety. I restarted my equipment, so, and it's okay now? Question mark? I don't know. We'll just see. There's nothing I could do besides just soldier forth and see what we can get done. And you know, I'll be honest with you, if it has to happen on a night, I definitely prefer it to be on something like the Power Hours, which is something we do really regularly. And there's no like set goal for the evening. There's no like specific distance we need to get. If we sit on one page and play a bunch of stuff, or if we sit on one page and don't actually play anything, like that doesn't bother anybody. The problem is, like, you know, when it interrupted Quest for Glory. You know, I would have vastly preferred to have finished Quest for Glory a week ago Wednesday instead of having it roll over into this week. But I digress. I don't need to get into the weeds of that. What's up, Shadows? Big Cheese? Yeah, Big Cheese. Themselves with a Final Fantasy Tactics ROM hack did. Oh yeah, I saw the thing about the noses. pretty genius if you ask me. It's like that it's like the Darkest Dungeon mod that all it does is add googly eyes to everything, which is just brilliant, especially when you consider some of the late game enemy designs. I love that. Oh, I should open up. You don't have a lot of options here, but I do owe you the courtesy of opening up requests, just in case. There you go, fam. There you are. If you need to request something, it is there. So I gotta be honest. I'm a little spoiled on what's coming up because oh shit. I suppose it's one of those days where we could just see if we can get a little bit farther in the garbage game. You have no idea what, dude, it's Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. You just requested Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. How could you do this to us? As your Final Fantasy 7 on PC with a face just go, nah. Yeah, this is you. This is on you now. That's okay. We'll sit here and talk for like an hour or something. We'll see how long I could stretch this. Maybe I won't even have to play it at all if I really put the effort in. So, I mean, there's only two things you can request on this page, like sitting here, is Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt and Sonic Blast Man. So we're relatively safe. I mean, it's not like you can roll back and do Rotor's Death Valley Rally again. After I beat Final Fantasy 6, I'm gonna give 7 another shot with an open mind. You might as well, right? Like, revisiting old games that you might not have had the best impression of can be very illuminating. Like, I was really happy when I replayed Final Fantasy 9. I didn't love it or anything, but I did have an improved opinion of it. At the very least, I had a more nuanced opinion of it, which I think I benefit from. If I find I like it, rad. If I still bounce off it, no harm, no foul. Yeah, exactly. It's the same reason I really want to replay Final Fantasy VIII someday. I've only played that game once. I hated it when I was playing it. And then, upon reflection, after beating it, I was like, you know, maybe that was a more interesting game than I gave it credit for. And this was all back in high school. So this is like decades ago that I was thinking this, so. Super looking forward to reaching 9 yourself. Never played 1 to 9 back to back. I think 9, the amount of callbacks will probably really need. Yeah, you'll probably benefit a lot from that. Excuse me. Annoying cough is still here, but it is getting better, I will say. Yeah, I'm very curious about giving Final Fantasy another shot. The The two Final, I don't anticipate streaming much Final Fantasy in the near future, but the two that I would consider are 6, because I haven't replayed 6 in a long time, and I'm curious about the Pixel remaster. And it's my favorite one, so I know I would have a good time with it. And 8, because I want to give 8 the 9 treatment. I want to revisit 8 with clear eyes and an open mind. What's up, Deep Thought? 8 is a game which does not do itself any favors in the understandability department. Oh, yeah. I remember the plot being super weird as hell, and I don't think that's gonna change. But the way I interact with it is probably going to be different now that I'm in my old age. You get back to 6, writing Asperger's for sellers before I do the floating continent. Oh, you're coming up on the floating continent. Okay. Okay. Good luck. Anyway, I wanted to mention, as being the crazy game systems was the plot too. I actually get the game systems in it. That was something kind of weird about 8 for me. I don't normally get deep into the weeds of the mechanics, but with 8 I actually did. With 8 I got really into the junction system. And I understood it, and I abused it, and I made my characters I made my characters too powerful. Because as much as I understood about the game, I didn't stop to think that I might be causing myself issues if I hit max level, which I did on all my characters, and oh boy, I made that game way harder on myself than I needed to. Can I try the retranslation for 6? Looked up stuff about the original translation compared to the Japanese script. OG Japanese script is very different in a few ways. Cloud is less snarky in the Japanese script and more jokey. Still snarky, it's obvious when he says stuff like, oh, I'm ditching you guys, I have some missions meant to be him joking around. Ah, okay. Yeah, I could see early Square translations not catching the nuance there. But yeah, it's weird. A lot of JRPGs now and a lot of JRPGs then. I just wanted to go through them. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time, and I never really bothered to master the whole like stat up system that you get from Espers. Never bothered with that at all. All I cared about with Espers was like memorizing magic spells. That was it. So I actually interacted way more with the game mechanics in Final Fantasy VIII than I did in my favorite Final Fantasy, which I feel like means something. That's saying something about the game. Squall was also majorly changed from the Japanese. Oh yeah, the Squall's the difference in Squall's portrayal between the Japanese and American games was it's famous at this point. Everybody's heard of that because it's inevitable if somebody comes out of the woodwork and is like, I don't like Final Fantasy VIII. Someone's gonna be like, well, actually, it was mistranslated. It comes up constantly. Final Fantasy VII got a retranslation. I just wanted to know what a more clear translation would have been like. Not that interested in the remake. Big divide in those, though. Whether the game forces you to interact with it, to what degree. Don't know anything about Final Fantasy VIII in Japanese. I mean, all I like the gist of it is that Squall is a lot less miserable and a lot less acerbic. Like he can be agreeable at times. He's more pitiable, if anything, rather than the standoffish dick that we got. 7, kind of the same issue with Cloud and a lot of untranslatable. So I played through 7 again not that long, like a couple years ago, and I actually think Cloud really isn't that bad in 7. I think Cloud suffered from a lot of people taking their impression of him from like Advent Children, from Kingdom Hearts, from other cameos. Like post Final Fantasy VII Cloud is actually a pretty different character from Final Fantasy VII Cloud. And I'm not saying he's perfect, and I'm not saying it's like a super accurate translation or anything. But I don't think I don't think Cloud is as bad as people say in the actual game. Cloud's only bad in the beginning, lights up post Midgar. Good evening, Rask. Wow, hey, good to see you. Glad you're here. You picked a rather unfortunate time to show up, though, because I see my internet is having a bit of a fit at the moment. Hopefully, it's not going anywhere permanently. We'll see, I suppose. But good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. If anything seems, if you've got some buffering or any desync there or something, you should probably refresh the stream. And I apologize if you get shitty ads because of that, because Twitch will take any opportunity to just ram ads up your ass. Which is strange. It's not the ideal place to experience ads, yet they do it, so. But we're still here. For now, we're still here. And I'm still wasting as much time as I can before I actually have to get to Pugsley scavenger hunt. So. He's saying on this page until we associate him with Big Cheese. I'm subliminally trying to push y'all towards crowdfunding a Big Cheese Wedge hat for me, because I feel like that's the one big thing that's missing from my hat repertoire. More so, I mean, in terms of the jokester things, also just a lot of really hard to translate name puns that I find interesting, like Barrett and Bullet. Yeah. You can't, like, translation and localization as a whole across the game industry has come a long way over the last couple of decades. And I don't think it's fair to hold older text-heavy games particularly responsible for their translations. Because it just, you know, there were a lot of factors that prevented old games from being translated well. I mean, Final Fantasy VI was famously translated in like just a matter of days by a single person. And it is an absolute miracle of human persistence and ingenuity that game reads as well as it does. I think it's bullshit they don't say congratulations anymore. Find that stuff interesting, not assume with the OG translation. Okay, good. As long as we're coming to it from a charitable perspective. I mean, like now in the modern era, if something gets a shitty translation, yeah, tear that shit apart. Because there's really no excuse for it. The like game localization is established. It has standards. We have expectations. I work in it. So I feel totally fair holding it to a higher standard. But yeah, like definitely like there's a very clear line with Squaresoft, with Square Enix in particular, where you could see where they started taking translations seriously. And it was I think it might have been like right after Final Fantasy VIII. Like from Final Fantasy IX on, because like, yeah, 8 famously had issues. The original translation of Final Fantasy Tactics is an atrocity. And I mean, that one's like right on the line for me. Like I want to be really mad at that one, but at the same time, it's kind of like from an era where that just kind of happened. Xenogears surprisingly came out well. I got a good feeling. Yeah. I would be madder about Final Fantasy Tactics translation if it didn't have gems like Sword of the Night Sword in it. late PS1 era, they finally started taking it seriously. I remember first really noticing it with Chrono Cross. I don't like Chrono Cross, but I will say Chrono Cross has a fantastic localization. Like they really, really did well with that. And then from that point on, it was smooth sailing. Like the localization of, excuse me. I mean, 9 was fine. I think 10's was great. None of things got translated to Big Dong for my taste. Well, I mean, obviously you need to be playing the Disgaea series then. If you're looking for horse wieners and similarly proportioned phalluses, that's a series for you, my friend. Also, hi, Eva. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Suikoden 1 had a pretty okay translation for PS1 outside of one really funny error where they accidentally started cutscene one line early. Excuse me. The characters just read out script directions and the cutscene ends one line early. That's funny. I mean, that might not have even been localization's fault. That might have been a programming error. Final Fantasy X localization was great because it got Futurama's Bender to work on it. Oh, Lojo, hi. How do I manage to join right in time for horse wiener? What would you do if I told you it's just been 20 minutes of horse wieners so far? I mean, that's not so hard to believe, right? This is me we're talking about. What's up, Emerald? Good to see you. That I got was very weird. Anyway, how do you do boomers? The woke Gen Zer. Finally, now the party can begin. Is community easily believable? It isn't, actually. It isn't. You really did just show up just in time for horse wiener talk, but it's actually 40 minutes. Yeah, I started early tonight specifically so I could just talk about animal dong. Boy, I hope my kids are asleep right now. Cutscene just starts with the character shouting, "After coming home for the Door Village." That's great. By the way, for anyone straggling in here on time, because you know how we do. I do seem to be having some internet issues tonight. It seems like the problems I was facing may not be fully resolved yet. Aside from one momentary drop, it's been mostly stable, so we'll stream for as long as we can. But if it gets unmanageable and frustrating, we'll just, for the evening. I'm just think happy thoughts. Think good things. Every time you clap your hands, ISP fixes a connection, so. Can't get my headphones because my cat is holding me down. It's basically tied down. It's like the part in RE4 where Ashley is locked on the wall and you have to shoot the metal, except we're an unkillable cat. Excuse me. Blog I really like for translation comparison stuff called Legend of Localization. Yeah, I know that one. Ran by the dude who did the Mother 3 fan translation. Nice. How can we think good things Nestor's on the screen? So I actually have a story about this. I actually need to mention something to you, which you may find interesting. So I've been saying all week, I don't know what lies beyond this point in the magazine. Like we're heading towards the Game Boy section. But the Game Boy section is a good 15, 20 pages on from now, and I don't remember what's in between the end of the Super NES section and the Game Boy section. So I'm like, it's kind of Wild West tonight. Well, I opened up the magazine to this page, which is basically the last page that we were on, because I was hoping we were done with Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, but no, it has been re-requested for tonight. And there's Nestor's Adventures, which honestly, I don't really want to sit on. I don't want to be sitting here with Nestor's Adventures, just, there, taunting us, leering at us in his Alfred E. Newman way. However, I turned the page and was spoiled on a jump scare. There is a surprise after Nestor's Adventures, one that I never in a million years would have expected, and you won't expect either, unless you had this issue when you were a kid and somehow remember this particularly odd oversight for Nintendo Power editorial. It's not Bubsy. It's not Bubsy. In fact, it's not even cursed. It's not even cursed, but it is a big surprise. And it's something that I don't think anybody is anticipating. So, when I can, it's Bubsy again, isn't it? When I can finally be arsed to get into it and play Pugsley Scavenger Hunt and hate it and declare myself done with it, we turn the page, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. Somebody say fucking the editorial by mistake. Hello, Fury Fighter. Good to see you tonight. Some friends and I started a little movie book club type thing, and everyone else picked some normal ass movies. Myra enjoys Dread. Oh, the Carl Urban Dread. Basically, the one I recommend everyone was fucking anti. Do I take maybe recommendations from me? I'm so glad I know something about that movie. I'm so glad I know why it's being posed in this context. Why would you do that? That's like suggesting a Serbian film. Like, come on, dude. John Wick Chapter 4 has an action scene shot from an overhead perspective, and the whole thing looks like an ultra-violent CRPG. I've never seen a movie look so much like a video game. I really want to watch the John Wick movies. I'm a little mad at myself because the first 3 John Wick movies, they were on Amazon Prime for ages, and I never got around to watching them, and now you have to pay for them. So, I played myself, chat. Wanting to see that, haven't had a chance yet. Yep, Lars von Trier does it again. Actually, I was watching episodes of Nightmare lately in this episode where one of the kids just mutters fuck under his breath and visibly ghastly colors. That's great. Serbian film is actually dog shit though. Antichrist is a beautiful movie about grief and how to process it. Yeah, but when you're offering it as a film suggestion to people who don't know what they're getting into, I mean, not too much daylight between them, if you ask me. I mean, the emotional distress will take different forms, but still, you signed them up for a bad time. It's like my roommate in college was like, you gotta watch Requiem for a Dream. He was after me for so long to watch Requiem for a Dream, and my dumbass didn't even bother to look up what it was. And then one night, I'm in a good mood, I'm feeling good. He's like, you wanna watch Requiem for a Dream? I'm like, sure, turn that shit on. And yeah, I just walked out of there destroyed. Showed my dad Old Boy recently, actually really, oh, that's cool, Rask, that's really cool. Karl Urban Dread was really fun. I love the Karl Urban Dread. I thought it was fantastic. Every once in a while, I think maybe I should watch Solo before I die. Probably the right call, Helvete. Probably the right call. Never able to watch myself watch Requiem. You really, like, God Christ, don't go into that movie blind. Know what you're getting into before you sit down for it. It is a lot. It is a lot to take in. I warned beforehand everyone in the chat is already a fan of Gantz, so they can handle it. They just don't know what to think of it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, I will give you this one then, Emerald, as long as people are properly prepared for it. I mean, certainly an interesting movie. Karl Urban, anything rules. I agree so hard. I love Karl Urban. I think he's so fantastic. No clue what the Karl Urban Dread is like. I only remember the 90s one with You Betrayed the Law. I am the law. No, the Karl Urban Dread is legit. Like, you could tell. One of the things I love about Karl Urban is he always takes the source material incredibly seriously. Like, he knows what he is doing, no matter what role he takes on. And you can tell in his Dread film, he understood the original Dread. And he plays him to an absolute T. He is perfect. I'm just gonna say, never watch Mondo movies ever. They're not worth it. I've heard similarly, Spice. Yeah. Solo is a movie I put on the same level as Antichrist, except Solo I never see more than once. It's too fucking real. Oh. A really long conversation about Solo with Char Hieronymus at one point at GPG Square. I think I remember that actually. I think I remember specifically piecing out of that conversation. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Stuff like Solo, stuff like Antichrist, they have something to say. I mean, shit. Even a Serbian film technically has something to say. There are themes, there are messages to read out of those. It's just the challenge of getting past like the visceral horror and grotesqueness of it to find it. Apparently Hereditary is absolutely horrifying. Yeah. Hereditary is like, it's horror by way of just immense tragedy. Like, you know, there's there's tragedy in horror movies when the pretty lady gets chainsawed, or like the best bud gets shot in the leg and left to be eaten by the zombies or whatever. But like Heredity is just on another level. Like Heredity Hereditary just like it destroys people in such a heart-wrenching way. And that's the source of the horror in it. Hereditary fucked you up more on a rewatch. I could totally see that. Yeah, I could totally see that. Really enjoyed Dread. I went in unprepared, though. It was a bit of a shock. Yeah, that's the thing. I knew what we were getting into when I watched Dread, because I watched it with Not a Roguelike, and he knew about it. I don't think he saw it before he watched it. But he knew it was an ultra-violence trip. So we were ready for all the gore in it. And once you're acclimated to that, yeah, it's a great movie. Certainly important in movies people got fucked up and too disturbing. Of course, there's still things that are too edgy. I mean, everybody has their own individual line. And for me, it's weighing the emotional distress that you're going to be inflicted with against what messages or themes you're getting out of the movie. Extends to video games too. This is how I feel about the Lisa games. Like, I won't play the Lisa games. I know they're great. I know they have something to say, but I can't take the emotional distress of playing them to get to that. There are other games that I find horrifying or sad or distressing that I can make it through because I want to see what they have to say or experience what it has to offer. But by the same token, I can't. There are some games where I can't do that. So, message of a Serbian film is a bit muddled. If you want to be charitable, what is the message? Living in Serbia sucks. So I haven't seen a Serbian film myself. I've had people explain it to me, and I've been on the Wikipedia page to see if they were actually telling the truth about it, because of course the Wikipedia page has an extensive rundown of what actually happens in it, or at least it did years ago. But it also, I remember the Wikipedia page going a bit into interviews with the director and what they were intending with it. And I do remember they had some decently thought out ideas. I mean, again, whether or not the movie is worth it to convey those ideas is another topic entirely, but you know. Not watching Hereditary, I'm glad I didn't. Even the summary ruined you. Yeah. Shinya Tsukamoto is one of my favorite directors. If you haven't, I suggest Bullet Ballet. I haven't. Tetsuo is very artistic. This is making me want to seriously start reading House of Leaves. Have you read House of Leaves before? House of Leaves is it's a pretty amazing journey. It's quite an experience to read. And the neat thing about House of Leaves is I feel like no matter what age you approach it from, like what perspective you approach it from, you're gonna get something cool out of it. Because it's like, House of Leaves is like 3 different narratives layered over each other. And the stuff that it's famous for is really only like the surface level narrative. There's a lot more going on there than just that. But if that's all you're interested in, it's still a really compelling story. Like, that's what I love about it. Each of the layered narratives is a complete experience on its own, and you can take what you will away from it. Not many stories do that. All stories are open to interpretation, but not many stories offer you like multiple narratives to pull from, you know? Oh my god. Bought a copy of it fairly recently. I haven't got around to starting it. Oh, you should. Oh, you should. Oh, Rask, you have a Tsukamoto box set. I have access to Bullet Ballet. I have to be in a specific mood to watch films as experimental as disturbing as it is. Okay. Marvel has announced a bunch of new games. I love that one of them is the working title Project Life is RPG. Wow. Right on the nose. Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me is a pretty fucked up movie. I feel like it's even worse for someone like me who can find something there to relate to, which is hella concerning. I've always wanted to see that movie. I should probably just watch it. Because Twin Peaks, I've watched season 1 of Twin Peaks, and then I tapped out in the middle of season 2 after the big reveal. Because, I mean, season 2 of Twin Peaks is famously troubled. So I should, and I keep thinking I'm gonna go back to it and finish it. I should probably just jump ahead and do Firewalk with me. Very aggressive literature it is, isn't it? Very specific problem with House of Leaves. I usually read at night in bed or Kindle, not used to dealing with a big old chunky physical copy of Lights On. Yeah. I will say though, Helvey, I will say, if you can wrangle that big ass book in bed, that is probably the optimal way to read it. Because I remember I read one of the most intense sections of House of Leaves laying on my living room floor, like after midnight with only a table lamp on, and oh my god, it was an incredible experience. It was one of the most intense, immersive experiences I've ever had reading a book. It was so cool. It sounds too complicated. I prefer my novels that are McDonald's placemat format. Alone in the Dark got a demo, so I want to try that at some point soon. I didn't realize when we were talking about Alone in the Dark yesterday that actually a new Alone in the Dark was announced. Is that what you're talking about, Shadows? The new one's that's coming out? Season 2 isn't that bad. The midpoint is so dog shit. Yeah, I think I got hung up on that and just never went back to it. Books-wise, I want to give Lord of the Rings another chance. I actually want to read through the Lord of the Rings. I've never even tried. It was. I had no idea. I just hate the reboot and love writing on it. Doesn't everybody? Doesn't everybody? But yes, there is a new Alone in the Dark on the way. That's interesting. There's already a demo for it. I did a table lamp laying on my couch. Gonna go put on the coffee table so I don't keep forgetting about it. Nice! Good plan, Helvey. I promise you, you'll have an excellent time with it. It's so good. Oh, I'm excited for you now. This is neat. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about this cough, folks. Believe me, nobody wishes I could shake this more than I do. But it is a persistent bugger, I gotta say. Tried Lord of the Rings, I got halfway through 2 towers before allowed like fucking do something and stopped. I wonder if the Lord of the Rings books actually benefit from having seen the movies. I wonder if it kind of helps, because I've always heard they're very slow. I wonder if it helps having some idea of the structure of the action. So when you're struggling with those particularly slow parts, you know something is coming up. 2 towers is also the slowest of the 3. What's up, PM Collector Boy? Good to see you. Of all Lynch things, I suggest Inland Empire. You talk about Inland Empire a lot, yeah. Certainly his most divisive. He was working on shoestring budget, low end tech. Somehow managed to tell a really deep story about how shit Hollywood is. I imagine that's probably a tale that hasn't aged at all. Excuse me. Oh, you want to see something cool? I told you a week or 2 ago I got a new phone. But we finally got cases for them. They finally came in the mail. And mine is really cool. I have a very pretty case because it's the Sun Eagle. I like it a lot. And it's shiny. Lord of the Rings reads like a lore codex that occasionally tells a story about Frodo. See, I could be into that. I could definitely be into that. Talk about Inland Empire a lot because, of course, it was my favorite movie of all time, and that's fair. That's entirely fair. You know, I would probably stop thinking about Inland Empire, if you didn't mention it so much. It's a boat. Of course, it's a boat, you dingus. It's the One Piece boat. It's the boat they're gonna find the One Piece on. It's the boat that's going to take them to the One Piece. You illiterate bastard. Silmarillion's apparently what I mean, isn't the Silmarillion basically like a tabletop role-playing source book, essentially? Can't wait for Two Piece. The inevitable sequel. If the story can find an excuse to stop and tell you about how cool Middle-earth is, it will for a while. I do kind of like that. I do kind of like the expanding on the lore and the world building and stuff. So it might be the kind of book for me. I don't know. Worth a try. I was hoping the series would touch upon the War of the Wrath, which is caused by Sauron's Master Morgoth, but nope, it's just more Sauron. Le Retrospiso, are you okay? What just happened here? Twitch, you please stop formatting my messages like that? A poor craftsman blames their tools, Le Retrospiso. Top of fucked up movies, I really do want to get the Criterion release of Solo specifically because it comes with a diary from one of the people on set while it's being made. Oh, that could be really interesting, yeah. Behind the scenes stuff is always so cool. That's why I blame you all the time, I guess. Resident Tool right here. Oh, is all the games shown to the PlayStation thing? Oh, okay. Helldivers, yeah, I heard about Talos Principle 2. That's cool. Ghost Runners 2. Kind of, I was thinking about picking up Ghost Runners. I think I played the demo of it a while back, and I've been in kind of a cyberpunky mood, so I was thinking about grabbing that. Neva, Phantom Blade, The Plucky Squire, Foam Stars, Swords of the Sea, Metal Gear Solid Triangle. Final Fantasy 16, Alan Wake 2, Grand Blue Fantasy, Revenant Hill, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Street Fighter 6, Dragon Zombie 2, NAF, Cat Quest, Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a thing. That's real. What the hell is Ultros? I heard people saying stuff about Ultros. What is Ultros? Is that the sequel to Triangle Strategy? What's up, Nemrin? Revenant Hill has you excited because a new game by Night in the Woods devs. Nice. Set around 1919. That could be badass. Revenant Hill is from the night. Yeah. Apparently. Look at me talking like I know what the hell's going on. Ultra is a Metroidvania thing that is the most insane art style ever. Oh, okay. Well, let's have us a little peek-see here. Let's have us a look-see. Oh God. Okay. Oh wow. I feel like my eyes might rupture playing this. Psychedelic Metroidvania where you wake up stranded on the sarcophagus. A cosmic uterus holding an ancient demonic being. Trapped in the loop of a black hole, you have to explore the sarcophagus and meet its inhabitants to understand the part you play. Whoa. Tripping balls here, man. Marathon teaser looks good. I hope Bungie can pull it off. I mean... they have a better track service with live service games than a lot of people do, so... And I mean, Marathon is their baby. They wouldn't want to fuck it up, so... Wasn't expecting an opera crashing octopus sim, but I'm down for it. That's what I was hoping for, honestly. Just like the most random ass Squeenix spinoff, where you play through the life and times of one crazy octopus. Triangle's trying to be, yeah, Triangle's trying to be Delta. I know it's Metal Gear Solid Delta or whatever. Escape from Space Off. Me and my group chat were watching the showcase that happened. We were shitting on half of it, and everyone was calling Alan Wake 2 woke Alan because we have a problem here. You do have a problem there. I'm excited for Alan Wake 2. I'll definitely play that. I love the first Alan Wake. American Nightmare is pretty neat too. But yeah, I really like Alan Wake. Marathon's extraction shooter is a duty. It could be good. I'm just saying. Alan Woke. I hope Alan Woke 2 is a good game. Me too, Emerald. Me too. American Nightmare was surprisingly fun. It was kind of neat seeing them take a more action-oriented bent on it. First game is so woke in a good way. Don't think I got around to American Nightmare. It's worth a try. Shit, maybe I should stream it. I don't think I actually beat it. Of course, it'd be kind of weird to play through it if I haven't streamed Alan Wake. Very first lines of the game should be Alan woke up. I remember the first game. The first game does some really clever stuff with the writing, and that's one of the reasons that I like it so much. But I remember in the first game, somebody pokes fun at how, like, if you abbreviate his first name, it's A-Wake. It's not about how well Alan Woke goes with American Nightmare, right? It works, doesn't it? Caucasian. Yeah, more Alan Wake is a good thing. I'm looking forward to it. So. Feeling like maybe we should play a video game, chat. We're doing good on idle conversation. We've taken this a long way, but I'm feeling like maybe it's not right to put off your richly deserved gameplay like this. Anyone know if Alan Wake's remaster is good? I don't remember anybody saying anything bad about it. Is it excuse me, is it on Steam, or is it still a is it still a Epic exclusive? Looking forward to the Alone in the Dark reboot, because it seems to combine going back to the 1920s Lovecraftian horror with more noir detective story tone, more modern sensibilities. That could definitely work. Demand fart sounds. I can't do it then. I can't hold off any longer. The people demand it, and who am I to refuse the people? Gotta do a just chatting stream one of these days is basically what this is fucking for an hour. Emerald, tomorrow. We're not playing anything tomorrow. I am getting out my collection of PC video game manuals, and we're just gonna read through some of those and talk about them. But it's gonna be a just chatting stream. Steam version of remaster, I think, because I literally kind of run my copy. Okay, I'll have to look into that later, because I know. Oh God, how does this work? I played Alan Wake on Steam ages ago, like back when it first came out. And then I think they updated that version, and then I think Remedy put out an actual remaster of Alan Wake on the Epic Store. And I don't know if that's come over to Steam. So I think there's like 3 PC versions of Alan Wake at this point. I'm back, summoned by the call of fart sounds. That's like the worst Mythos story possible. Call of the fart sounds. Really hoping the Alone in the Dark remake has a different ridiculous monster in every room, just like the original. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. The Steam version got delisted? Okay, I'm definitely gonna investigate this later. Adams, the Adams family. All right. Sit your ass down, Black Bass 3 soundtrack. We got work to do. And here it be. Oh geez, Goggle lets you get Alone in the Dark trilogy for one low price. Steam, you have to buy a bundle of the garbage 2008 version. Yeah. I forget where I have Alone in the Dark, because wait, now I can't remember if I actually got the Alone in the Dark trilogy or not. I have the 2008 one. I know I've played it. I've played a chunk of it at least. Current Steam version is absolutely remastered because the original build is a smaller file. Audrey, if you consider branching out in a podcast, you could be our number 20 millionth white guy with a microphone. Oh yeah, that's what everybody needs. Just one more dipshit white guy spewing his opinions on the internet. At least I trick y'all into watching gameplay while I do it. I respect y'all enough to do that. Look, I commissioned somebody to put time into this nice overlay. We do the whole magazine framing thing. This is infinitely better than podcast. Oh God, we have to play this again. So I just saw this text Cheese Room and requested Cheese Room game without realizing it was this. Something not a roguelike, you can blame Shadows for this. He went and fucked everything up tonight. We're stuck playing this instead of the cool mystery game that's gonna happen when we turn the page. Hope y'all like fart sounds. Shadows is on the list. Wrong, you don't respect me at all for my fairy opinions. That's not true. I really came around on Faria. Don't play podcasts for Krakens talking about games and movies, the occasional guest. You know what? I'm not gonna level skip this time. I'm gonna play through the levels in the order God intended. I'm just kidding. God had nothing to do with the making of this game. There is no God here, chat. Your God can't save you from Pugsley's scavenger hunt. This makes Professor's Quest seem like a masterpiece. Is the atoms or the bog of eternal stench? Why not both? The game proves God doesn't exist. Or he does, and he's the vengeful Old Testament God. Bing bong ba bong bong. Meh. Meh. This is the game of eternal stench. Let me in. Ah. No, the thing. I don't know why I care, but the thing. Pubsy died for our sins. No, I can't get the thing anymore. It was timed. I hate you. I hate you, video game. As if I didn't hate you before, now I double plus extra hate you. I go with the Blasphemous Rumors take, has a sick sense of humor. Oh, we're smacking invisible blocks here. Oh, we're not smacking those. This game also has very jarring motion, I feel like. Like, it feels... It's not, but it feels a little too zoomed in. You know what I mean? The fuck is this level design and artwork? Oh, God. Oh, God, you had to do them in the right order. They scream at you. Like, literally scream at you. It's one way of saying it. This game is ass is another. I mean, with all the fart sounds, this game is ass almost seems too easy. What is the sound design, dude? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think... So this is based on the 90s animated Addams Family series, which I thought was garbage. I thought it looked like ass, so I never bothered watching it. So maybe it's a demonstratively poor decision there that was made there. Hit the fucking block, you weirdo. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, this is so stupid. Oh, this is so stupid. It's literally a trick. Last power hours, we got to see Otters react to this constant storm of wet farts. I mean, it's straight up just a tsunami. Who is shitting right now? We all are. We are all oh God, oh God. The Super NT cannot handle this intense action. Pugsley is how he powers his jumps. Game has a sound design, one of those fake games you see people playing in budget movies and TV shows as a gag. You know what's gonna kill me? You know what's really gonna kill me about this? Someday, we're gonna have to play Booger Man. Because Booger Man is featured in Nintendo Power, and you degenerates are gonna make me play it. And I'm telling you right now, I am telling you right now, right hand to God, Booger Man is gonna have better sound design than this. I've never played Booger Man. I don't relish the thought of playing Booger Man, but I am telling you, it is gonna have better sound design than this. Booger Man is an amazing title. That's not even the entire title. The full title is Booger Man, a pick and flick adventure. I am the degenerate. You beat Booger Man? Holy shit. How can this be? How am this possible? Get up there, you little bastard. Thank you. Oh, just dropping the Boogerman facts. Look, Boogerman is real as a heart attack, and I cannot hide from that fact. Oh, God. Yeah, Boogerman makes an appearance in the N64 Clay Fighter. I do know that, actually. Yeah. I am, in fact, aware of that. Imagine parents buying this for their kids and immediately regretting the decision the second cartridge went in the system. Yeah, because this is back in the days when the Super Nintendo was hooked up to the big family TV in the living room. And oh my God, Dad is going to be so pissed when he sits down to watch the 5 o'clock news or whatever. And he's just hearing... over and over and over and over and over again, because this is really easy to die in this game too. Why do the enemies literally shart blood the second you kill them? I mean, I guess just everyone in this game's colon is just like fit to burst, and this is the end result of that. Everyone is just constantly rupturing all over the place. Oh God, it's this stupid level. And I know that probably sounds incredibly redundant, but this is the level where you have to find 3 hidden question marks just to get out. Which means now I have to backtrack through this horrible place to find... Wait, isn't the last one up there? You said we had the Xbox 360 in the living room. Now I just have a bunch of PS consoles in my room. Pugsley hunting for some Pepto-Bismol. What's up, Freegalit? Man, I'm still doing small jigs of joy after watching a Dragon's Dogma 2 trailer. Oh. So that's how Manic makes himself known. The big hearty fuck you to all of chat and myself. What's up, Manic? How you doing? Good to see you. Must have gone to quality control testers blasted drunk for them to approve this. That's so funny. Nobody listens to QA testers. QA testers are just there to blame when something goes wrong in your game that you didn't catch. I keep getting super disoriented by the background. Oh God, I found a secret. Did I want to find a secret? Have better days? You think Panda Express had reliable egg rolls? Nope. Oh, really? That's disappointing. Don't fucking do this horse shit. Eh. I was gonna quality. Oh yeah. Can't stop laughing. The reverb fart effects get to me. I'm not enjoying myself behind my rictus. This is suffering from Joker gas. And it just turns into a horrible cacophony. Everything is squeaking and squawking and flapping and farting, and it just never ends. Wait, what the shit? Wait, then where's the other one? Wait, where's the last one? Oh God, I didn't know. I'm sorry. That's on me, Chad. I didn't go all the way through. I forgot I was in like a quote unquote secret room. Good God, what is this madness? Welcome to Pugsley's scavenger hunt. We're glad you're here. There's one thing you can be sure of. Is that Pugsley scavenger hunt hates you as much as you hate it. Also, hi, R. Dominic. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you get to suffer through this with us. You did go through it. Looked like a reset when you went in the secret room. Oh, really? That's even more fucked up.
I like it.
No, you don't. Don't you lie to me. Right, so now we're in the water area with the cats that try to kill you. by vomiting fish at you. I don't know why the other fish are okay with this. Oh god, 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 he's gonna kill me. Oh god, he's gonna kill me. Wait, that's a good thing, then I don't have to play this shitty game anymore. Meanwhile, Gomez is probably just hearing all this shit from somewhere like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on upstairs? No! At least there's less fart song. Noise cacophony is by design. It's to block out the sound of normal bathroom noises when using the loo. Does the mirrors of water have the gravity of Jupiter? It does. It is so frustratingly hard to swim in this shit. Our new Addams Family game needs something. The first Addams Family game on Super Nintendo did well, but we really need something to punch up the new one. What do you suggest? What do kids love? Clown horns and farts. Somebody probably got a raise for that. Shit. I almost forgot about that guy a second time. Would anybody be interested in Doom streaming full play through this game? No. I think I speak for everyone here when I say no. Hell no. What a time you have just for saying that. Okay, so now we've got invisible question marks. Like the pretense of all of these levels has been like, find the question mark to make the wall disappear so you can proceed. Now the question marks don't even appear. Now you just have to go to places and things maybe happen if you're lucky. You don't need full start time? No, but in Spanish. This is too much. Unironically, Bubsy is the better game. Unironically, I'm inclined to agree. Invisible necessary MacGuffins, thank you game. Yeah, this one's, I gotta say, this one's really firing on all cylinders. This one really does just tick like every unpleasant old console game trope there is. Can I get through here without dying? Huh, I can. Amazing. What? No! Think I break the sleep rules and this is what I get for it? No rest for the wicked, eh? Those of you that didn't make it out for Off, the last two nights, if you haven't seen Off, you should definitely check out the VODs. That was a pretty neat experience. I'm still thinking about Off. Death has escaped with a terrible coil outage, fear it not. That clam is out for blood. I don't appreciate it. Soon it'll be over and then we can see the surprise. I really liked Off, yes. I thought, okay, this is terrible. I hate everything about this. Yeah, I really enjoyed Off. I thought Off was a really cool game. I thought exploring the different zones was really cool. I really liked the finale, the different chapters, and then all the stuff it gives you to think about there. Yeah. Based on these sounds, Cheese Room game isn't so far off. Sound of people cutting cheese constantly. Yeah. Sad but true. I think this is the exit. Did you play Off before, like on a wheel night? We did an RPG Maker request night, and I played like 15-20 minutes of a bunch of RPG Maker games, and Off was one of the games we played. And that's basically what it, oh, fuck you. That's basically what inspired me to do a full playthrough of it, because I really enjoyed it. That was also the night that we played a little bit of Space Funeral, and I am almost certainly going to do a full playthrough of that. I like how there's no good ending even possible. Space Funeral owns. Yeah, I'm excited to get into that one. I thought that one was really I thought that was really cool. I like the vibe of it. Haha! I'm a genius and I know where there are secrets. Pugsley swims like a real dipshit. What'd you think of Off's battle theme? Oh my god, it owns so hard. Can I actually get under that? Off's battle theme is incredible. Yeah, I can't get under that. Okay, cool. I don't know. I don't actually. Oh god, shit, Jesus. I don't actually know why I'm doing this. Like, I don't know if this is actually a smart direction to go. No! Wish you'd gone back to other zones. Are all white and empty once you beat the. Oh shit! Really? Interesting. I mean, one thing about Off, because the dialogue with people doesn't really seem to change. I didn't think there was much reason to go back to previous areas. I wasn't expecting anything to change. So. Oh sh. What? The boss battle this game deserved. Peak game design. So, do you just automatically take a hit when you start that?
Defeat.
Fair. Speaking of soundtrack, Space Funeral introduced me to musicians I had no excuse for not knowing about, like Somebody and Ruth White. Ooh. All right, I want to see if it restarts me at the boss fight. If it doesn't, we're leaving. If I hit continue, where does it start me? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Literally continue from the very beginning of the game. Jesus Christ. Please, chat, look. Look, I know how you are. I know how you do. But can we at least agree on never playing Pugsley Scavenger Hunt ever again? We can I'll make a deal with you. I make a deal with you. All right? I need everybody listening. I need everybody paying attention. I will make a deal with you. All right? If you ever see Pugsley Scavenger Hunt again in the magazine, don't even fucking think about it, asshole. If you ever see Pugsley Scavenger Hunt in the magazine again, I will let you request Bubsy instead. All right? I will not let you request Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, but you can sub in Bubsy. Does that work? Y'all are being real pieces of shit right now. I am offering an olive branch here. You'd be fools not to take it. Or Bubsy too. They're both fever dreams in their own right, and both of them are more fun than Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, so. Good by you? Okay, cool. Everybody keep that in mind. Hurry, turn the page, show us a surprise. Well, real quick, I feel obligated to chronicle the waning days of Nestor's adventures. Which is honestly really sad for me, because I feel like when the magazine started, like 89, 90. Like, Nestor's Adventures were good. Nestor's Adventures were fun. They had actual tips about the games that were being lampooned, and there was some humor there. Did you ever fund both of our quests? I did, and you're goddamn lucky that I didn't just eat your coins for doing that bullshit, okay? Y'all should know better than re-requesting something that's on the same page. Like, if we go, look. If we have the Pugsley scavenger hunt feature and somebody requests Pugsley scavenger hunt and we play Pugsley's scavenger hunt, you can't just re-request it again. You gotta wait for it to show up again later in the, oh my God, I just realized this could be a now playing. I just realized it's gonna be at the back of the magazine too. I'll tell you what you can eat and ate my coins. All right, you didn't listen. I'm eating those. Oh God, it's Endy. If I like to tell self-deprecating jokes, I am not good. All right, from now on, if you request Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, I'm eating your coins. If Pugsley Scavenger Hunt appears, you can request Bubsy or, not and, or Bubsy 2, okay? But if you request Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, you are flushing those 1,000 coins down the toilet, and I will not apologize for anything, all right? It's such fun memories of Nestor. It turns out it was mediocre for most of the time. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. You don't remember Bubsy 2? All right, man, the next time you see Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, like when we get to now playing or whatever, jump on it. Jump on it. And I will let you have it. Bubsy Scavenger Hunt sounds like the best ROM hack since Final Fantasy Tactics Nose Edition. 1,000 coins will immediately take a hit from the boss in game over. We did Bubsy 2 late. What? That was when we finished it was the last night of the January 1993 issue. It was last, shit. When was that? Was that a week ago Thursday? Or was that a week ago I don't remember. But the last night that we did the January 1993 issue, I had some extra time and I was clearing out some of the long-standing requests, and we played Bubsy, and it put us in a fell mood, and we went ahead and played some Bubsy 2, and people were losing their minds because it's basically a game that just forces all sanity out through one of your orifices. Yeah, you might have fallen asleep or you might have had to tune out before we got to Bubsy 2. Bubsy 2 was like the last thing we did that night. It was late. We played that around like 1 a.m. or something, I think. Trauma has a habit of blank at your memory of certain things. What's up, Chaos? It's good to see you, buddy. But yeah, I really just want to highlight how far Nestor's Adventures have fallen. Like, he's doing Sonic Blast Man here, and it's like, Sonic Blast Man could deliver a punch that'll flatten a Mack truck. And Nestor's like, I could do that with 2 fingers. And he pulls the tire. Sonic Blast Man can defeat 2 enemies at one time. And then Nestor sprays him with laughing gas or something. It's dumb. You know what killed Nestor, honestly? What really killed Nestor was losing Howard. Like, they were a package deal. Like, Nestor and Howard needed each other to bounce off of. They had good comedic chemistry. I mean, they weren't fucking Abbott and Costello or whatever, but they needed each other. Yeah, Nestor needs a straight man. I mean, sometimes Howard was the funny one. So, it's sad, and I really hope Nestor's Adventures end soon. I'm guessing we saw 1 more year of Nestor's Adventures. I'm guessing they don't go away until 1994, which sucks. But man, I have zero memory of the Nestor's Adventures comics from this point on. I remember a bunch of the ones from like 89 and 90. Like, I remember the Nestor's adventure with Dragon Quest. I remember the Nestor's adventure, or Howard and Nestor for Super Mario Brothers 3, for Super C. I even remember the one where Howard left. They did the Lone Ranger game. Too bad Howard got canceled for speaking the truth about chemtrails. There's a bow tie shaped hole in this comic's heart. There is. Didn't Nestor get a Virtual Boy game? I don't know that Nestor ever got a game on anything. If it was on the Virtual Boy, I wouldn't be aware of it. So, and the Virtual Boy would have been after his comic ended. Though I suppose they still used him as a mascot in some place. At some point, they stopped using Nestor entirely, and I don't remember when that is. It might be right at 94, but we'll find out eventually, like several years from now. But anyway, chat, I have a surprise for you. We're turning the page. I was not expecting this, and I don't think anybody was expecting this. I told you I didn't know what came between the end of the Super NES feature and the beginning of the Game Boy feature. This was a total surprise to me, and I think it'll be a pretty big surprise to you, because there's one more Super Nintendo game, and they didn't put it in the table of contents. Nintendo Power forgot that they did a feature on Aerobiz. Right? Oh, no way, the timing. Oh my god. Stupid internet. Oh, you killed my big reveal, internet. I'll never forgive you. Unbelievable. That was the surprise, is Bubsy. Y'all, okay, if you get to this point, y'all need to refresh. I don't know if it's gonna catch you up or if it's gonna speed me through what I just said or whatever. Anyway, ta-da! It's Aerobiz. There is another Super Nintendo game in here that Nintendo forgot about. Stupid internet, just stealing my thunder like that. Gotta admit, Aerobiz look kind of boring to you. I mean, okay, the Super Nintendo didn't have a lot of just like straight up business management sims on them. And you know, this is obviously something that plays really well now, but for the Super Nintendo era, kind of surprising, honestly. I guess they decided to go in on this one because of the success of SimCity, but Aerobiz isn't a launch title, so. We're on Koi's strategy games. Yeah, Koi. Koi has been known for the long drawn-out rice-buying role-playing games like Nobunaga's Ambition. Aerobiz is different. It's really fun. It doesn't take an eon to complete, and there's not a grain of rice to be found. This sounds vaguely racist to me. Lots of jet planes. The object is to connect major cities around the globe with commercial flights. Like in the real business world, there are many variables that affect your company's performance. Can your airline survive? Dude, you really gotta remember to turn off the bit miner before you start streaming. How little you must think of me that I would let that co-opt my internets. Oh, come on! Stupid internet.